what they see as the future of Telangana and what they see as the future of the global South, particularly as we address the issues of water, power, and people. The session is intended to be shared remarks, where I request Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, sir, to first speak, and Honorable IT Minister, sir, to speak after that, both incredibly important profiles and both incredibly important leadership roles. With that, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for coming. We are truly honored to have you. Deputy Chief Minister, sir, if you wouldn't mind sharing a few opening remarks, and we'll take it from there. Thank you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Bhatti Vikramarka Garu, is here with us. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Minister of Finance, Planning and Energy, Government of Telangana. We also have with us our Honorable Minister of Information Technology, Electronics and Communications, Industries and Commerce, and Legislative Affairs, Government of Telangana, Shri D. Sridhar Babu Garu. I now request our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister to kindly please address the gathering.
Honorable IT Minister, sir, you have, yes, sir, if I can request you to, IT and industries, both very important. Thank you, sir.
Andariki namaskaram, very good morning to all the distinguished guests, industry leaders, and especially the friends from the Meridian Collective. Along with me, from Government of Telangana, our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Sri Bhatti Vikramarka Garu, and we have amidst us all our senior government officials who are really concerned and really doing a very active role in trying to transform our economy to the next level. And we have joined here, and many a time I keep seeing Bhattacharya ji, moving in and around the states of India, trying to motivate them, trying to do some sort of activity which can bring a transformative journey to whole of India. And I thank especially the Meridian Collective. And many a time they were in Telangana, they took the growth engines of our Telangana to be placed atop in the Indian map. And I would like to really thank for their contribution to our state of Telangana. In fact, I came here, and our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, who heads finance and also very important power ministries over here, as we are in midst of a transformative journey. A journey which somebody would have envisaged, or somebody would literally be, thinking what will happen tomorrow. And I would like to be honest today. We are not here just to talk about the saving the planet. We are here to talk about the future of the growth. And in the past, everybody knows, and India as such, with a huge demographic profile, what we have earlier, right now being on the top of the list on the demographic profile, states over here in India competed on cheap or affordable labor and affordable land. Right now, I don't see anymore. Today, as the world is keeping its pace to change, and the world has literally changed. And I keep interacting with many global companies, CEOs, heads, and active directors who come to us. And not only they just speak about their, what is the IT parks over here. Right now, I see. They mostly ask, and recently I was on my tour to another country. The primary question they posed us, they asked, how is your power grid? They asked about our water supply. They asked about our AQI, air quality. They asked about the talent. You just see the series. They asked about ultimately the sustainable infrastructure and the governance. And if I see the other way, the global AI revolution right now has reached a defining moment right now. Nations are not competing with each other only on talent or on technology or on capital. Increasingly, they are competing on something far more fundamental, which is clean energy, which is about water security, which I mentioned. They are speaking about the resilient infrastructure, and also ultimately we, as the policymakers, they keep us asking about responsible governance. And in other words, I would like to mention that the next generation of the economic growth will be determined by, especially by ESG. And in Telangana, we don't see ESG as just a compliance exercise. We see the foundation for growth of our economy and as our strategy. And our vision is quite simple. I would like to really share a few thoughts. Why should the Telangana be preferred as a destination? I see that innovation, industry, and sustainability is the main factor in this state of Telangana. That's the real reason we keep our goal strategy before the investors, before the industry partners, that Telangana should be their preferred destination. And Telangana as such, people who are here from ITES industries, I would like to mention that Telangana is home for 460 global capability centers, serving some of the world's largest corporations. We continue to emerge as one of the India's fastest growing technology ecosystems, supported by highly skilled workforce, world-class infrastructure, what you have witnessed, and progressive governance framework. But I see a challenge here. As we are embracing artificial intelligence, everybody over here on the other side of the dais or on the dais, including me and our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, we face the hard truth. Artificial intelligence is hungry. Data centers need massive amounts of power. If we ourselves wants to be the innovation capital of the world, we must have the clean resources, be it the power grid, water supply, or sustainable infra. That is why we have recently launched, under our Chief Minister vision and Deputy Chief Minister vision, we have successfully launched our open access power policy. And the message to industry is quite clear and simple. Bring your business to Telangana and you will have an access to the green renewable energy. That's we are guaranteeing you. We are also building supply capabilities of water to support our future growth. Today we supply over 550 million gallons per day, which is a way more than other metros like Bengaluru or Chennai. And to progress further, right now we are driving projects worth about 15 billion into our infrastructure. The investment is not for today. I can't see the fruits. Our government can't see the fruits right now, maybe in 2 years or 3 years down the lane, but the investment we meant is for the future, for the next 50 years to come. I do remember as a young legislator then, when we started, constructing the outer ring road. The people and the critics asked us, we were in the government then, why do we need this sort of infrastructure then? It is too far out. Many people would have traversed on that road. Today, no one can imagine Hyderabad without an ORR. And right now, that is our prime asset. And next 2 decades, our Chief Minister, Mr. Revant Reddy, and the Finance Minister as a Deputy Chief Minister, and our government over here, thought next 20 years how our people should travel, how best we can ease out our computing of our people in and around the Hyderabad, how can we connect to our districts, and we have planned for a massive regional ring road infrastructure for future strategy. We are on the job, and we would be completing with all your blessings. Maybe in 2 years' time, we will be finishing half of the regional ring road what we are conceived. This is for next few generations, which can use for the easy access and easy movement for their commuting. And this has always been our vision. I was just telling about the physical infrastructure. And we, being the vision, and we promise that we will remain committed to it. We will anchor transformative initiatives and like metro expansion, when we have done exactly 15 years back when we conceived the Hyderabad metro. And when we came back to the government, not even one extra meter of the metro has been expanded. Now it is our duty to expand it, metro expansion, and a niche word, right? Everybody's word is EV mobility and many more to drive the sustainable growth and the long-term prosperity. And we are also launching, in the terms of sustainable growth, we are launching a Musi River regeneration process. We are building massive new green spaces over here. We are designing a new future city where the clean transit and the smart grids will exist. And we are planning that future city as a net zero city. And I'm proud to say that the industry is also matching our pace. Telangana is now a national leader in the green building involvement. Today, we have over 1,245 registered green building projects in the state, covering nearly about 1.7 billion square feet. And nowhere in any other metros, this sort of a green building is being done. We have hundreds of commercial hubs and the residential towers here. We are not just building big, we are also building it right. But to build the future, we must protect what we have. And that is why a new authority has been created and a new institution like Hydra has come into picture to protect the national assets and to protect the environment. And it is proving its point. By clearing the encroachment through Hydra and saving our lakes, we are sending a strong message for the future generation. A city that kills its lake will kill its investments. Protecting our public lands is protecting our economy. We are also changing how people move. You know, our flagship programs like free bus ride for women, bus travel scheme for women, and many would have seen us as a popular vote-based scheme. But we are here to say that it is a social welfare scheme. But if you see deep, very close, you know, it is absolutely a powerful climate scheme and a great enabler for the women empowerment. When women uses public transport, it empowers them financially. but it also takes thousands of private vehicles off the roads. Less traffic, less congestion, less pollution, higher productivity. Social empowerment and environmental protection are the exact same thing. We believe that change must also start at the top. If I, as an industry minister, want my industries to be clean, we also think that the government should also be clean. We are building it. And coming down to, while I was mentioning about most of the points on the physical infrastructure, what we have built over the past 2 decades, now we are equipped equally with the digital infrastructure what we have placed in the state of Telangana. Recently we have pushed our cabinet meetings to a digital cabinet, and our assembly proceedings to be pushed to as a digital assembly and digital secretariat and a digital governance to bring in over 500 plus citizen services on a one click, and you can literally feel it on a WhatsApp channel. Even physical file we remove saves many trees. It also reduces pollution. Every digital approval saves time, reduces travel, and stops corruption. Digital governance is a green governance. It makes the system faster and environment clear. As we move forward, ESG, what everybody is also aspiring, that was one of the UN defined goals, either it may be the environmental, social, and in terms of the governance, should we no longer be viewed as an obligation and we don't do it. It should be recognized as our economic strategy that we have put it into practice. And Telangana, I would like to mention, we are well positioned to lead this transformation. Our policies right now are to encourage innovation. Our policies right now are to encourage efficiency. Our policies right now is to embrace technology, even though it's maybe AI, and we are getting prepared for next technological advancements. For example, it may be the quantum computing for tomorrow, and our institutions, all institutions support sustainability. Together, we are building this to strengthen our position. Telangana is the most future-ready economies in India. That is why, the work of Hyderabad Collective is so critical. Your focus on shared green rules. The Meridian Collective always speaks on the green rules, clean water, and renewable energy is exactly what we need. And this should not just be a model for Telangana, it should be a model for the entire country, and we will be leading it. The old thinking is absolutely coming to slightly into stale or into a different mode. Economic growth and protecting the environment are no longer enemies right now, and we see they are partners. Global capital and the top talent are looking for a new home. They are placing their bets on the cities that protect their future generations for tomorrow. And I would like to mention before the Meridian Conclave, before the distinguished guests who have come from all over the globe, and keeping all these viewpoints before you, let all you think that Hyderabad be the place. And we welcome you to our state of Telangana, to this beautiful city of Hyderabad. We will plan. Not only we remain in the planning stage, we will execute. We will put policies in front, and let us all build a Telangana that is not only just richer, but greener, cleaner, and unstoppable. Once again, I thank, this platform. This has been second time I've been attending this program. And in fact, it's quite encouraging to see all the young students who would be leading the future for tomorrow. Knowing about the goals, knowing about the future destination, they would be paving the right way after they come into their professions. Either it may be a policy maker, as a policy maker, or the captains of the industry, or the chief executives for different companies. This collective, which they are trying to mention about the greater point for tomorrow's future, will be grateful, experience for all the young students who are sitting over here. And I would like to thank all the people who have come to share their views. And these sessions, I believe after this there will be so many sessions in terms of bringing clean energy, clean water, sustainable growth, will make everybody impulsive to that. And we are also a part of your journey to get educated and see that our policy initiatives for tomorrow will be enriched. Thank you for inviting me once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our Honorable Minister of Information Technology, IT, Electronics and Communications, Industries and Commerce and Legislative Affairs, Government of Telangana, Shri D. Sridhar Babu there, ladies and gentlemen, talking to all of us and sharing valuable insights. Thank you for the motivational words, sir. I now would request our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Shri B. Vikramarka Mallu Garu, to kindly please step forward to address the audience, august audience here. Ladies and gentlemen, our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Minister of Finance, Planning and Energy, Government of Telangana. Over to you, sir.
Honorable Minister for Industries and IT, Sri Sridhar Babu Garu, and Ritvika, distinguished representatives of the Meridian Collective, our special CS, Energy, CMDs, industry, academia, and civil society, friends from the technology sector, colleagues from the government of Telangana, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to Hyderabad. It is a fitting that a conversation on the future of artificial intelligence is taking place in this city. Hyderabad has always known how to bring together the old and the new, the local and the global, the traditional and the futuristic. This is a city of monuments, microchips, of poets and programmers, of weavers and coders. And now, Hyderabad is becoming a city where the world can discuss a serious question: how do we build artificial intelligence without making unintelligent choices about energy, water, land, people, and society? For some time, we have spoken of artificial intelligence as if it lives only in the cloud. But there is no cloud without a grid. There is no data center without electricity, water, cooling, connectivity, workers, permissions, and public trust. So the real question before us is not whether artificial intelligence will become more powerful. It certainly will. The question is, can artificial intelligence become more responsible? Can artificial intelligence become more democratic? Can artificial intelligence become more human? That is why the Hyderabad Collective is important. As Finance Minister, I ask who pays and who benefits. As Energy Minister, I ask, where will the power come from? As Planning Minister, I ask, what will they do for our young people? And as a representative of the people, I ask one more question. Will this technology increase inequality or reduce it? That is the test. India has always believed that science must serve society. Pandit Nehru built institutions of science and technology because he believed modern India must think boldly. Srimati Indira Gandhi ji understood the importance of national capability and self-reliance. Sri Rajiv Gandhi ji saw computers not as toys for the elite, but as tools that could transform administration and an opportunity. That is the tradition Telangana carries towards today under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Revanth Reddy Garu and the entire Congress cabinet. Investment with inclusion, growth with responsibility, technology with public purpose. Hyderabad is already one of India's great technology capitals. Telangana has strong connectivity, a deep talent pool, reliable power systems, and a government that believes in partnership. But we do not want Telangana to be known merely as a place where data centers are built. We want Telangana to be known as a place where the world learned how data centers should be built. There is a difference. One model says give land, give power, give water, give concessions, and investment will come. But our model must be more mature. Yes, investment must come, but it must come with clean power, recycled water, local skills, jobs, transparency, and respect for communities. In simple words, artificial infrastructure, artificial intelligence infrastructure must not be extractive, it must be restorative. Every major artificial intelligence company today speaks of innovation. That is good. But innovation must also be visible in the how they source energy, support renewable power, use storage, and reduce pressure on the grid. The future data center should not be a passive consumer of electricity. It should be a partner in building the green grid through renewable procurement, storage, demand management, and responsible open access. The second big issue is, as our IT and Industries Minister said, the water. In India, technology should never be allowed to compete with farmers, towns and poor communities for basic resources. Artificial intelligence must compete in intelligence not with agriculture for water. That is why treated wastewater, grey water systems, modern cooling technology, and transparent water accounting are not small technical matters. They are central to the legitimacy of this sector. A data center using recycled water is not only an engineering improvement, it is a statement of values. It says we will grow not by taking away from others. We will innovate, but not at the cost of the vulnerable. We will build for the future, but not by damaging the present. The third and most important pillar is people. Across the world, there is much discussion about carbon credits. That is important. But I am glad that this collective is also discussing what we may call a people's credit. Because in a democracy, the greatest credit is not only carbon saved, it is human potential unlocked. If a large artificial intelligence investment comes to Telangana, the benefit should not stop at the boundary of the data center. It should travel outward to our youth, technical workers, entrepreneurs, research institutions, artisans, women, and rural communities. A young person from Mahbubabad or Adilabad should be able to say, because Telangana became a center for artificial intelligence infrastructure, I received new training and a better job. A weaver in Sirsila should be able to say, artificial intelligence did not replace my skill. It helped me design, market, and sell better. A student in a government school should be able to say, artificial intelligence did not remain in English alone. It came to me in my own language. That is a real test. Otherwise, we may build very intelligent machines and still remain foolish as a society. For too long, global standards have been written elsewhere, and developing countries have been asked to adjust later. In artificial intelligence, we should not arrive late. We should not merely consume standards made by others. We should help shape them. And Hyderabad is the right place to do it. The city standards the global economy, but it is rooted in Indian society. It understands technology, but also language, diversity, and inequality. It understands private enterprise, but also has strong public institutions. So let the Hyderabad Collective become more than a conference. Let it become a framework. A framework that says artificial intelligence infrastructure must be energy neutral, water positive, people centered, circular, transparent, and interpreterable. To our friends from industry, I say this clearly. Telangana welcomes you. We are pro-investment, pro-growth, and pro-innovation, but we are also pro-people. The most successful companies of the future will not be those that only build the biggest models. They will be those that build the deepest trust with governments, communities, workers, the environment, and the next generation. Let this Hyderabad Collective send out a clear message. The future of artificial intelligence